There are other intelligent beings like mold, like parasites, that have their own frequency, their own goals in life, and sometimes when we can get into a frequency that's in coherence with them, that opens the window for us to have an experience with that. So I hear from so many families when they end up in a moldy house that they either had a bunch of stuff that they weren't, like actual physical stuff that they weren't addressing. Like life is too busy, so you just shove more stuff in the closet and then you put stuff in storage and you put, and just instead of taking the time to assimilate, just like our small intestine does for us, it digests and it assimilates, it decides what can come back in the system and what needs to go in the toilet. And in a home's case, that would be what needs to be thrown away or given away or something like that. So many families say, oh my gosh, mold was actually, in retrospect, now that we're all better, the biggest gift because we were drowning in stuff. There's also not just the physical stuff, but the mental stuff, the emotional stuff. So if you have something you're not addressing, mold as a supreme intelligence will sense that frequency and be like, I can help. This is what I do. And it will come into their space and they'll have an experience with it. The trick is you can get on coherence with mold and then you leave the moldy house into another moldy house, or you do your remediation and it doesn't work because mold is saying, wait, we're still on this coherent frequency that I'm still here to help out. And, I vilify mold a lot because it's it can seem like a bad guy when you're really, really, really sick from it. But at the same time, when you look back, was there an emotion you weren't processing, a grief you weren't processing? That's what it was in my case. Is there stuff, are you drowning in affluenza, as they say? Mold is going to come in and help you digest all that and compost it.